Alright, for the next part of the sugar skull, you're going to need your scissors, the glue stick, and the black paper. What I didn't mention in the last video was you also need to create some yellow and some red flowers along with some leaves, because we're going to cut those out and we're going to put them on the corners of our paper. But the first thing that we're going to cut out right now is the skull. So I'm going to put the glue stick to the side and I'm going to just cut out the skull. Now I'm going to take my time of cutting around the skull, and I'm only going to cut the outside. Alright, so I've cut out my skull. I'm going to put this to the side because I still need this. I'm not going to throw it away. Right. So I'm going to glue this to my black paper. So I'm going to make sure I put it all centered and nice on here. So I'm going to take my glue stick, I'm going to take the cap off, and then I'm going to twist it up. I only need it to be a little up. Right. Then I'm going to put glue over the back of it. Make sure I get the edges in the middle part so it's nice and flat on there. Then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to stick it into the middle of my paper. Just like that. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to cut out is these flowers and these leaves. so I've got all my leaves and my beautiful flowers cut out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay these out where I want them first before I start gluing anything down, because I want it to look nice. And I can't have it looking nice if I just like plop things on here randomly. I want it to look nice and make it look like I actually put some thought into it. Okay. Put this leaf under here. And it's kind of like you're making kind of a border or a fancy little like picture frame almost. Okay, and maybe a leaf right there, and a leaf right there. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to, okay, if I like how it looks, what I'm going to do then is I'm just going to keep these in the corner exactly how it is so that I know what order do I need to glue this in. Alright, so I first need to glue the leaves down. So I'm going to glue this leaf down right here, kind of close to that corner. Then glue the second leaf right here. Right. And then I'm going to glue 2 little red flowers onto my leaf. And glue this other one at the other end of this leaf. And then this leaf that's on top of all the others, on top of the other flowers, I'm going to put right here. Now, if it's not quite dry yet, you can always peel it off very gently light and before it dries. Because maybe I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I kind of did that a little too close. Always can readjust it. That's why you always don't put too much glue on, because sometimes you make gluing down mistakes. Alright, so this time I'm going to keep in mind that I need to put a little bit of space in between everything, maybe. I'm going to actually move that a little closer. Okay. Right. And then glue that down. Alright, and I'm finished. There is my sugar skull. Now, you can put another flower on here if you want to. I just made this in case I lost one, or in case I didn't like any, in case I wanted to do yellow, red, yellow instead of red, yellow, red. But, there is my sugar skull.